Hello and welcome to lesson 1.1. Today we're going to be talking about place value. Welcome to fourth grade math as well. We'll be learning all sorts of different new things in math and kind of challenging our brains as we go. So I'm looking forward to it and I hope that you are as well. We're going to start with some place value things. So on your dry erase board or a piece of paper, I want you to grab that. I want you to write the largest number you can using those four digits 0, 3, 9, and 7, right? And be ready to kind of think about and explain what you were thinking on that. So take a moment and write the largest number you can. Let's see, what is the largest number? The largest number with those uh, four digits is 9,730, right? So if you have a number lower than that, think about why this number is bigger. It starts with the 9 because the 9 is worth 9,000, right? Each of these numbers has a place value. The 7 is worth 700, the 3 is worth 30, and the 0 is worth 0, right? And so we can make the number larger by including the higher digits earlier in the number for the right for the in the larger place values. So just kind of looking through these different place values in our number, what's the digit in the ones place? Right, the zero's in the ones place, so it's worth 0. What's in the tens place? And I know this is review from previous grade levels, right? The 3 is in the tens place, so how much is it worth? Right, what's its value? It's worth 30, right? How much is the 7 worth? Take a moment, write that down. That 7, of course, is worth 700 because it's right here in the hundreds spot. So now we'll do a little problem solving here. So we just wrote the largest number possible. Let's write the smallest number. What is the smallest whole number you can write using the digits 9, 7, 3, and 0? Right? So you're going to make the smallest four-digit number that you can using those four digits. But here's a little thing, a little thing to notice. Do not use a 0 in the thousands place, right? So don't start with a 0. So take a moment and try to solve that, write it down, and try to figure that out. Let's see what it should be. We should have 3,079, right? So now the placement of the 0 here is key. If you have the 0 in the ones place, then your number might say 3,790. But this number that you see on the screen is smaller. Why is it smaller? Well, the 0 is in the hundreds place. If I have a 7 there or a 9 there, then I have more than this number is currently, right? So a little place value problem solving there. So our goal today is to be able to determine the value of a number, right? What it's worth based on the place value it holds. And that helps us to reach this standard, especially this part here about using words and models to represent whole numbers. Okay. As we've been talking about, any number in our base 10 system, that's what they call our number system, can be written using one of these digits. And the digits take on a different value depending on where they appear or where their places are in a number. This is called place value. We can see this in a place value chart like this, right? If we have a 2 here, right, it's worth just 2. If we move that 2 over, now it's worth 20. If we move that 2 over again, now it's worth 200. So what's happening here, right? The difference between the 2 and the 20 is that the 2 and the 20 in the tens place, right? The 2 is in the tens place, whereas up here it's in the ones place. Well, how do you get from 2 to 20? Think about what you remember with multiplication. Can you multiply? We sure can, right? 2 times 10 equals 20. And we can continue that pattern, right? 20 times 10 equals 200. 200 times 10 equals 2,000. And so each time we move a digit to the left, we are multiplying that digit's worth, and we're multiplying its value times 10, right? So a little tricky, but I think that you guys will probably understand that. All right, some questions that we might see related to place value. Which number's underlined digit, is worth 900,000? So we want a 9 that's worth 900,000. Well, this 9 is worth 90, How did I know that? It's in the tens place. 9 tens would be 90. Here we have a 9 in the hundreds place, right? Ones, tens, hundreds. So that 9 is worth 900. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands. So this 9 is in the thousands place. So it's worth 9,000, right? Still doesn't work. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, right? That's not the millions place. Sometimes people think it goes ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, millions, but it doesn't, right? There's a 10, the tens is right here, and the 10,000s place is right there. So ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s, 100,000s. Okay, this number is 900,000. And so this 9 is what is worth 900,000. So this one right here would be the correct choice. So take a moment and read this question. And you can press pause on the video or write it down on a piece of paper um, or on your dry erase board. Hey, what should you have had? Let's see. This 8 is worth 8. This 8, ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 10,000s. So 8 10,000s is 80,000. That seems like it might be it, but it's not. Ones, tens, hundreds, thousands, 8,000. This one looks right. This 8 is in the 100,000s spot, so it's too big. So we would choose this number right here. Okay, so don't forget the value of a digit and a number depends on its place, value, position. And our goal is to be able to determine the value of a number based on its place value. So in your math journal, we'll look at a couple of these here together, right? Use a place value tool. So that's suggesting maybe looking back at the video to look at that chart that you saw earlier, and you're welcome to do that. In 9,027, what is the value of the 9? Well, the 9, we have ones, tens, thousands, excuse me, ones, tens, hundreds, then thousands. So that 9 is worth 9,000. So I'm going to try to write that right here. I'm sure you'll be able to write it neater than I do. Oh, it's not quite. There we go. 0, 0, 0. Okay. 9,000. I'm supposed to say 9,000. Good luck. Like I said, I'm sure you can write neater than I can on this. So then the 0, what's it worth? The 2, what's it worth? Okay. Now looking at number 3, the value of the 1 in 10 is how many times as large as the digit 1. So this is that pattern that we were talking about, right? The value of a 1 in 10 is 10 times as large. Remember, each time we move a digit over to the left, it grows by 10 times. The value of the 5 in 500 is how many times as large as the value of the 5 in 50. So again, right, 10 times. When we go from 50 to 500, that goes up by 10 times. Okay, so there's some other questions for here for you to answer. So your job is to complete, excuse me, complete this math journal page. All right, so there's our goal today. I will determine the value of a number based on the place value it holds. Good luck with your work today.